Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I just kind of wanted to do some repotting, and I figure, you know what, why not have you watch? I repot plants on a regular basis um, because they either need it or I ended up receiving them and it's obvious that it's needed. Um, I have to repot a bunch, but I just figured, you know what, let me just do it. Um, the first one I'm gonna do, and by the way, I already pre-mixed my soil, and it's just regular potting soil, some horticultural charcoal, some perlite, and some sphagnum moss. I always make this this mix, but when it's the first time repotting, I actually add a little bit of biotone. So the first one I'm gonna do is this watermelon peperomia. She came in quite soaked, and I figure, you know what, why not? I'm a big advocate on having peperomias on clay pots, and the reason behind that is that I feel like with my watering schedule it just works really good for them, and repotting also gives me the opportunity to see the health of the plant. Ooh, the roots do not look very good. They actually kind of look like if it has root rot. I hope that that's not the case. Um, but I know that a lot of people in nurseries, that's what tends to happen if they water the plant too much. So I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this before the plant it's with me a little longer. I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping to see some sort of healthy roots, and some do look healthy. So I do have hopes for this plant, but it's honestly I'm not impressed. So, and this is not a big difference pot size, but since it doesn't really have much of a root system, I might as well just kind of help it a bit and hope that it's gonna be okay. I actually ended up purchasing a block of coco coir, but I have never ever used it, and I was gonna go and like heat up water and just kind of use it, but I just didn't have the time to be doing that at the moment. So I think I'm gonna do it and just kind of save it for next time, because on occasion I'm known to impulse buy plants, and I was looking that way because my daughter's there, and she's usually with me when I'm purchasing plants, but I do mostly my purchasing online, but if I'm at a store that I know sells nice plants, of course I kind of go ahead and check their sections. So right now I just want to make sure there's no air pockets. She's so sad. I really hope she's okay. I was gonna wait for her to repot her a little bit longer, but I just had that feeling that if I didn't, she wasn't gonna do well. And today is just the day after I do my watering schedule, so I think it kind of is gonna work perfectly for me to repot her. And this one is practically done. And after I do the rest, I will give them a good soak. But I think she's gonna look pretty there. And once she, comes back full of life and kicking, and I can tell that she came from a cutting. I can see the leaf that was propagated in there. It's just amazing how peperomias are so easy to propagate. I haven't been lucky. I don't know if it's because I'm putting mine in, in my greenhouse right away. I'm not sure. Next up is gonna be my lipstick plant. It's the zebra basket vine. I flippin' love that one. I feel like she's gonna be so happy here because my home is just packed with grow lights. It doesn't have the best lighting. There's no such thing as, and I'm gonna use some of her soil. And now let's see those roots. But I don't have a south facing window. Because I have tons of trees back there giving the house shade, because if not, in Florida, you die of a heat stroke. So the roots here are okay, but it's not, I don't know, I'm not impressed with her roots. I don't know if you're able to see, they're pretty much non-existent. She's pretty dry, so I'm sure she could use the biggest drink in the universe. She's gonna have a lot of nutrients now with this soil. And honestly, at first, I was using planting as a way to escape. Sometimes when you live a stressful life and things just kind of come at you, out of nowhere, you need something to escape. And I'm sorry about all that noise. That's my daughter in the background. I told her to, be conscientious. But she's like getting, she's getting some food. Anyway, so yeah, I started this as pretty much a hobby. My fiance ended up purchasing some plants, and it just looks so nice and peaceful. And as soon as I saw all the plants, I kind of wanted to, I felt like I was breathing better, and I wanted to keep feeling that I just could breathe. And so I was so happy that plants were giving me that feeling of comfort, of just feeling like I can just mentally escape because I'm caring about something that that matters. And I feel like there's so many benefits. And even though I haven't done anything in agriculture, I don't plant any fruits or vegetables or whatever, at least this is a start, and eventually I do want to do other things. In that sense, I'm starting to educate myself, but I need to feel comfortable first. But look how cute she's gonna look here. I think she's gonna fill out pretty good. I honestly have no clue where I'm gonna put all of these, but it is what it is. Next up is my zigzag peperomia, this cutie pie. And yes, I called her a cutie pie. I don't know about you, but I tend to talk to my plants. I tend to talk to them. I tend to, okay, this one has better roots. Butterfly. Um, Look at those. Those are better. They're soaking wet. So I think she's gonna truly, truly, truly benefit from being in a clay pot. I'm just kind of removing any extra soil because this soil is not my favorite. But anyways, so I think she's gonna be so happy, and her roots are gonna be so happy. This one so far has had, I think, the best roots. Okay, oh my gosh, that green with this clay pot. I should have bought more. I went to Home Depot and I ended up just getting 4. And because I ended up, I started purchasing those clear ones so that you can see the root system and you can see how well they're doing. Well, I figure, okay, I'll only get 4, and now I regret it. But that's, I think, what's going to be my main thing from now on. Just getting clay pots for the plants, depending on which ones I have, and the clear ones so that I can see and focus on root systems, on, the ones that, truly matter. Because plants like, alocasias, the prayer plant family, all of those that need to be evenly moist, I need to make sure that they don't get over water and they don't get sad and yada yada yada. So anyhow, I think this looks great, right? It's pretty cute, and it's not, again, much of a difference, but because it's not, bushy and overwhelming, it wasn't overwhelming the first pot, I might as well just put it in a similar size until it gets quite bushy, so it could be there forever. This ones are gonna be interesting because on this particular one I want both on that plastic one, so yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out, but I kind of want to do it because I want like a bushier plant. So I started using this clear pots, and I feel like they just kind of protect the plants from staying moist longer than they should be, and I like that. I like that very much. So let me see. Oof, this one's soaked. I ended up getting this ones at Home Depot, and I think they were just watered. And when it comes to the ones I get at Home Depot, I always repot the same day. Oof, because more times than not, they're more prone to root rot because they water the plants every day. And I don't get that when this particular one, for example, it's on the shady section inside. It's like, come on. Like, I legit was there just tipping them and removing all the extra water. And I probably would never take as long at Home Depot, but I feel like I go there and I'm like, I become, I don't know, plant savior. I just I feel bad for them. I feel really bad for them. So this root system looks horrible. Horrible. If it's not root rot, it's gonna be soon. It's like, so I'm just gonna make sure that she's in this pot and she doesn't get over water ever again. it's interesting because I was looking at this particular plant after purchase, and everyone was focusing on it care-wise differently. Some people were saying that, you know, it needs to be evenly moist and needed to be watered a couple times a week. Other people were saying it loves being dry. So this leaf is off. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out how she's gonna be happy at my home, and let's hope I can figure it out before it's too late. I I do not like not figuring plants out, because there's nothing worse than a plant dying on your care. The most recent one that died was a jade plant, and I ended up potting it in the wrong container. That's what ended up happening, to be honest. And even though, and because it was, instead of a terracotta, I put it in a plastic container, and I think my grow light wasn't strong enough for the lighting that it needed, because it was right under the grow light, and it didn't help it. It was happier outside in the sun. I just brought it in because when it was getting a lot of sun, the tips of the leaves were turning red, you know, when they're getting too much sun. So I'm like, oh, you know, me thinking that's horrible, let me bring her inside. I made it worse. I killed her. So I feel bad. So I'm gonna buy another one in memory of the first one, and I'm going to leave her outside and just make sure that, you know, she doesn't get overheated. And that whole indoor plant for jades, it's just, I don't, for me it did not work, and I'm sad about it. And it was a beautiful plant, and I killed it. And the bad thing is, when you killed one, you feel so guilty, because I wanted it. Every time I went to, when I used to, before all this, go to get, you know, a massage, the yoga studio next to my massage therapist had beautiful jade plants growing outside, and it made me so flipping happy to see them nice and healthy. I even took a picture, and I was like, you know what, I want one, and then I go get one and kill it. But you know, you live and learn. I think out of the 200 and something plants that I have now, I have killed anywhere from, I want to say, about no more than 11 plants. And it's because I can't do ferns. Like, I thought ferns were gonna do very good in my home, but no, they didn't, and they hated my home, and they hated my care, and they all died. So I'm not gonna ever get another fern. But you know, anything else will be pretty much happy in my home. Well, with the exception, excuse me, of jade plants. So yeah, look at this. How crazy. It looks so crazy and full. I flippin' love it. Oh my gosh. This is adorable. Anyway, so I think this has been long enough, and I have punished my daughter long enough. She wants to watch TV. And and I have to still repot another 5 to 6 plants. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you see anything that I did or used that you use, or anything else that you would recommend, or anything you would do differently, please let me know in the comments below. I'm fairly new to indoor planting, and I really want to do well on everything that I do and everything that I bring home. I feel like plants are so special, and my dream is an indoor jungle. um, so anyway, thank you so much for potting everything with me. Isn't that cool? And just, until next time. And I hope I wasn't rambling too much, but yeah, that's me. Anyhow, thank you again. Bye.